Hello friend, thanks for joining me for another video blog. It has been a while since I created a video or any content. I took a break and I've been also in a deep mode state of studying, research, more modalities about inner child healing, how to heal our wounds, how to return to our essence, to our hearts. Because when we return back to our hearts and to our essence, we live a life in our potential with full creativity, and we are also able to live in a state of freedom, love, joy, vitality, bliss most of the time, because that is our essence. Those are not temporary emotions. We can make that our constant state, and even when we're not feeling that blissful or joyful or loving or free, we might experience some disturbances and we're able to return back home much faster. So today I want to speak about 2 reasons of why a lot of modalities of therapy don't work, or why you might be doing therapy or coaching for a very long time, or you know somebody who has been doing therapy for a very long time, and yet the results are not happening. The healing is not happening, the transformation is not happening, or the behaviors are too difficult to change, and you just put a lot of money, time, and energy, and you don't feel like you're progressing. There are obvious reasons why a lot of therapy doesn't work. Obvious reasons like just doing a lot of intellectual talking won't work because trauma or limiting beliefs or wounds live in the body. So if you're just doing a lot of talk therapy, you're going to keep understanding your issues and you're going to keep actually amplifying them by repeating the stories. Another obvious reason is if you keep going back to the past, repeating your stories, you're just going to do that, repeat your stories. But those are obvious reasons why a lot of therapy modalities don't work. What I want to mention here today is 2 reasons that I have not heard anybody talking about. Actually, that's not true. Dr. Gabor Mate talks a lot about one of them that I'm going to share with you. And another one is one that I haven't heard about. Number 1 reason that a lot of healing modalities are not giving you or somebody you know the results you want, it's lack of safety. Lack of safety in the environment with the therapist, lack of safety in your body as a client, and lack of safety in the body of the therapist or the coach. Because think about when we seek help from a coach or a therapist, a lot of times it has to do with fear. A lot of time has to do with our sense that something is broken in us or something's wrong with us. So there is a lack of safety, if you will, in our bodies when we seek help from another person. All of us, I can say, or 99% of us, had some kind of event in our childhood that taught us that we're not safe. And doesn't have to be any major trauma in our childhood to teach us that. Simply as a child, as an infant, if we're seeking love, validation, or simply to be held by our parent and our parent wasn't available in that moment for us, that is enough to give us a message that we're not safe. So unfortunately, many of us experience that in our childhood. We never truly learn how to be safe because our parents did not know how to regulate our emotions as kids. And a lot of times, like in my case, I grew up with very stressed out parents. Even my grandmother who raised me was wounded and stressed out. So I grew up, even though I did not grow up in an environment that there's direct abuse towards me or even neglection, it was an environment with a lot of stress where safety was never established. So that's the case. I can't get into details here because this video will be very long. So basically, most of us never learn how to truly feel safe under our skin in our bodies. So if we work with a coach or a therapist who won't teach us how to feel safe within ourselves first, and worse, if that coach or therapist hasn't done their own healing, their own work, and unfortunately a lot of people have not done the work, they will not feel safe in their own bodies. And our brain picks up the cues of safety. We sense the energy of the therapists. We sense the energy of anybody who we relate to, who we engage with, because our brain, our unconscious mind, is constantly seeking for cues in the environment to tell us if we're safe or we are in danger. So lack of safety can be a huge issue of why so many people are doing the work, are putting the money hiring professionals, and yet they're not healing. Number two reason that a lot of people are not healing, even when there's safety, even when there's a great professional, they also feel safe. This number two reason is exhaustion. A lot of people are tired, exhausted, and if you are exhausted, you won't have the life force. You won't have the energy to heal, to repair, to grow. And the exhaustion is actually also putting your body in a state of not feeling safe. So safety and resting go hand to hand. Think about it. If you're not feeling safe, meaning you're in fear, biologically, the brain doesn't understand the difference between, oh, I'm scared of a lion chasing me, or I'm scared that I can't pay my bills next month, or I might lose my job. The brain only understands one thing under those scenarios: threat, danger. And we will not learn, heal, or grow if we're running away from a lion. Does that make sense biologically? That it's impossible, because you are in your fight or flight system and there's no healing, growth, or repair in that state. So create a state of safety and also relaxation are two super important aspects to create in order to create an environment of healing and transformation. So this is what I want to share with you today. So if you are doing this work with somebody, make sure you work with somebody that provides you safety and also provides you tools, skills to teach your body and your brain how to feel safe. Because again, if you're in a state of constant fight or flight or in a stress response, you might learn a lot of information at intellectual level, and yet healing, growth, and repair won't happen in the mind and in the body. So make sure you feel safe and make sure you feel rested, and that you know how to turn into your relaxed system, because that's where healing and growth happen. And if you have any question about this topic, please contact me, shoot me a message here on YouTube, or contact me via email at alex@vitalistudio.com. Go to my website, Vitali Studio, Vitale. I'll put the link under this video, and let me know if you have any question. And if you want to learn some techniques that you can use to start feeling safe in your body so you can begin your healing journey, your healing process, I'm happy to help with that. Just contact me and we'll book a call or a time here in my office. So thank you so much, and I can't wait to connect with you very soon. Mwah.